My name's Kenny Dial, and welcome to Season 2 of the Scuba Diving Podcast. Camilo, thanks for coming on.
Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you. What do you do for D.a.n?
So I'm the current director of medical services at d.a.n. As you can notice by my accent, I'm not from here, I'm from Brazil. I used to volunteer as a physician from Brazil for d.a.n. And then they brought me 4 years ago to work in the medical department, and I'm today the director of medical services.
Awesome. And you work here in the States now?
Yeah, in Durham, North Carolina.
Okay, and that's headquarters.
Yeah.
What's your daily job? What's that entail? What's that like?
We do manage the medical department, myself and our VP of Medical Services, Matias Nocheto. We're both physicians, and we manage the department that takes care of the calls, emergency calls and information calls. So we started in E21 with an emergency line to service all the divers, and then grew around this emergency line. So after that, we got the information line, we got research, we got the insurance products, we got the medical products that you can see here in the booth. But in the medical department, we deal with emergencies and information calls mainly.
So if someone has a diving emergency, everybody says call D.a.n, you might answer.
Yep. One of us, we're always in the office. We have a group of medics in the office, paramedics, nurses, and EMTs, all dive medicine trained, and we're proud to say all of us are divers, and most of us dive leaders. I'm a dive master myself. We are always manning these calls. We had last year in 2021, we had 22,000 contacts from divers all over the world.
Now contacts, they're not all emergencies.
Not all emergencies and not all phone calls. Information calls, emails, and emergency calls.
What are most of your calls?
If I can say numbers to you, I'll be
informal.
Spitballing numbers, but around 50% of the information calls are about middle ear barotrauma. Not just middle ear, but ENT barotrauma in the general sense. So ENT barotrauma includes middle ear barotrauma and includes sinus barotrauma.
Okay, so you're getting a lot of blocks, reverse blocks, squeeze, all those problems.
Exactly.
And that's what probably half your phone calls roughly are. You get the blood from the ears or anything like that? I've seen that one.
Yeah, this would be in the emergency line. Majority of the calls are for barotraumas that happen in the field, what to do, where to seek medical information. Unfortunately, we have a lot of decompression sickness too, as you can imagine.
Of course.
And what we'll do, we'll direct these people to the adequate medical treatment. So we're not prescribing or diagnosing anything over the phone. We're just guiding this person to the adequate medical treatment. And we do that for every diver. No need to be a member with us to receive this service. Any diver around the globe can call us and we'll give the same exact service, the same exact attention, no matter if the person is a member with us or not.
Awesome. And you stayed here. Sorry, you came from Brazil and you stayed here 4 years. Sorry.
Yes.
But you enjoy it. Your family enjoys it. You're okay living here?
Very much, yeah.
That is a change of culture.
And we are very well received. We're moving from Brazil to the south of the country. We were expecting some different treatment, and we did have different treatment, but for the best.
Really? That's great.
Yeah, so very receptive, very welcoming. Everyone in the office, outside the office, they helped a lot. In the school, they helped a lot my kid. We came with 4 months notice.
Wow.
So he speaks no English at that time. They put a special teacher for him to help him learn English faster and do extra work and all of this. Now 4 years in, he's fully adapted. And as I said, he's correcting us on English. So
how old is he now?
He's 9.
1 more year.
1 more year.
Scuba certified.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
1 more year. Come on, man.
For sure.
So are you going to get him scuba certified?
For sure.
Yeah, I mean,
and he loves water. Last time we came here to Orlando, to the parks, to Disney and all of this, we had to take him out of the pool to go to the parks. What kid does that, right?
So you're the director of medical services.
Yes.
What's the one thing, when they're doing their scuba class, if you could just pop into every single class and tell them one thing, what would that be?
Can it be 2?
Just this once, I'll allow it.
Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
These 2 things can really save lives. One thing is fitness to dive, so make sure you're fit to dive, mainly now that we're coming from the pandemic, we're reopening, we're stopped for 2 years, right? We stopped our exercises, we stopped diving, and then we're returning. Exactly. Yeah. Make sure you're fit to dive. This is the first advice, and go to your physician. Even if your primary care physician doesn't know much about scuba diving, put us in the conversation. We'll help your physician decide for you, so we can give the small piece of information that they need about dive medicine to better decide for you. And the second one, it's related to safety too. Of course, we're the safety organization, right? Is emergency action plans. Make sure you check that your dive operator has an emergency action plan, and make sure you do your homework before you go to a dive trip and do your own emergency action plan. And we have a lot of material on our website for this. We have on our YouTube channel, we have webinars specifically for personal emergency action plan, and it really helps and it really saves lives.
In short, to a new diver, what's an emergency action plan?
On the paper, everything that you need for that dive. Since the basic things, if this happened, what should I do? Where are the closest medical facilities and all of this? People often ask us mistakenly, where is the closest hyperbaric chamber? And not always you need a hyperbaric chamber. Most of the times you need medical attention that is related to other stuff that not decompression sickness. And it goes down to even small things like going to a $15,000 dive trip abroad and not taking a $15 SIM card when you get there to make your cell phone work. In case of an emergency, you have this lifeline. You have this way to communicate, get to the attention or to help you need.
I know someone specifically that their doctor doesn't understand the condition that they have, and her parents won't let her dive. She dives, but her parents won't buy her equipment because they don't want her diving a lot. She doesn't know what to do. So she could call D.a.n. and have you guys explain to her physician better.
Sure.
Okay, that's huge.
We do this every day. In fact, I just showed this morning in my lecture the statistics for this year, for 2022, for the first semester. If we extrapolate for the rest of the year and divide this by business days, right? Because the information line is Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5 Eastern Time. We have 2 consultations a day with physicians about medical conditions, or even clearance for diving or whatever. We can help these physicians with this information. I used to joke that at D.a.n, not always we have the exact answer at the exact moment, but we have all the big heads in the market and we can pull them in, and in 5 or 15 minutes we'll have 3 or 4 big heads thinking about this and give you the best possible answer.
Cool. Camilo, thanks for coming on, man. I appreciate your time.
No, thank you.
Hey, thanks. Camilo with D.a.n.
Thanks for listening or watching if you're on one of the supported video platforms. If you want all things Sweetwater, like a signed copy of my children's book, merch like this shirt or the hat, online courses, or if you want to advertise for your dive facility, if you just want to follow us, go to sweetwaterscuba.com. You can follow my TikTok at Kenny_Dial, KENNY_DYAL. Our Instagram account, Sweetwater_scuba. Of course, the Down to 60 channels on all major platforms, and everything else we're doing to lift the underwater world. Thanks for being here, and let's show the rest of the world.